Welcome back to What RT Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a Progetto M40 Mod 65. It's the Italian Tier 10 medium tank with the auto reloader, and we're located on the assault squadron for Empire's border. And it's under the command of Captain Ashstorm. Okay, right, he's got a 105mm gun with penetration of 268 and alpha damage of 360. And, well, he's reloading at the moment, but not moving. Now he is. 4 shots in the magazine. As you can see, the shells are going in progressively. The auto reloader, as you know, loads the shells as and when they're required, and the length of time of reload depends on how many shells have actually been fired. So the first shell goes in quite long time, second is a short time, and the third one shorter still, and so on. Okay, well, I think actually he's on the defending team, not the attacking team, he's on the defending team, my mistake. And he's taking up a defensive position quite high up on the cliffs, overlooking one of the approaches, and there's an FP4202. That's the Tier 8 Premium. Nice shot! 342 into the turret. Fires the second one, doesn't get anything. Goes for an IS-3, gets a back chat 25. Very nice. Got the back chat again, but he's fired all of his rounds and now needs to pull back. So got 3 hits. And only 1 shell actually missed the target. Now, the more shells you fire, the lower the DPM. But in that case, actually firing all the rounds off quickly, one after the other, meant that you could actually put pressure on the enemy to stay where they were. And in fact, only 1 tank has actually come forwards, the T10. He's loaded 2 shells. Next shell's going in, almost there. Is he going to take a shot with that one? He does. Interrupts the reload process. Fires the second one off. So he's gone back to reloading all 4 again. Now somebody is in the cap. In fact, actually, as the shells reload, it's a longer time for the first shell to go in every time. Oh, puts one in the T10. Can he get the kill shot? Yes, he does. Okay, that FP4202 is a 1-shot now. You can take him out the game with the next one, and oh, he fires the round, but it's already dead. So he wasted the shell there. He's gone back to loading all 4 again. It's going to lower his DPM quite considerably. Okay, he's got his first shell. Oh, no, he's rammed his own FP4202, who's probably not going to be very happy about that, but I think he's not going to be too concerned because obviously they need the Tier 10 vehicles to help with getting the cap resets. Okay, he's got his 3rd shell in. Now, up ahead, he's got an M46 pattern trying to come through the gates of the Great Wall. And there's a bunch of tanks trying to make their way round from the southeast from that. It's coming up to the cap circle. Got a T54 holding off that M46 pattern. I think he's going to deal with the pattern first, then he's going to deal with the others afterwards. Trying to work out which way would be the best way to approach. He doesn't want to allow himself to get hit by others. Oh, he's got the pattern by the rear. Takes the game, takes him pattern out the game. And he's only fired 2 shots, so he can then get quick reloads on the other 2. Okay, 3rd one's in. Last shell going in, 8 seconds on that. And almost there. He's in now. But we just lost the Samura. That's the French Tier 8 Premium heavy tank. Get around the other side. Oh, the T95 down there. Okay, rushing to get behind that T95. He needs to get behind it. And there's a... over there's a Cannonen Or is it? No, it's a cram bomb. He needs to get behind the T95. He fires one in, doesn't go around, but he's got behind him. Or has he? No, he's alongside it, but he's firing rounds in. And this is unfortunate because it means he's going to have to move. The T95 has been tracked. Now, he's got him because he's actually focusing on that T10. And he's almost reloaded. Can he get a kill shot with one round? Yes, he can. So the cram bomb's been dealt with. The T95 is gone. There's only 2 enemy tanks left. And Captain Ashstorm's got 3 kills, but he's reloaded and got the first shell in. It's a rather unfortunate position there. He couldn't get behind the T95 because he backed against that wall rather quickly. And he knew full well that that was the only way he could protect himself. Captain Ashstorm went up the side of the wall to try and get down on top of him, but that T95 was still clever enough to actually try and turn under Captain Ashstorm leaning down on him. And once Captain Ashstorm had fired those shots off, he was in a bit of a predicament because he couldn't fire again until that next shell reloaded. It's the long reload, and that would have meant that the T95 might have got a shot at him. But obviously the T95 was focusing on the T10, and that enabled Captain Ashstorm to escape being hit. But he does have a huge amount of hit points anyway, which is good. And here comes the batch at 155, 1 round in. Second, yeah, gets the kill. Now there's only 1 enemy remaining. It's a batch at 25 ton. He's reloading the 3rd shell. And that's in. Waiting for the 4th one, and there's the batch chat up ahead. T-54's found him, but the T-54's been wiped out, so it's going to be down to Captain Ashstorm to do it. He's got plenty of hit points, so he can afford to take some damage, but we just don't know how many shells the batch chat has. Probably not enough to fend off Captain Ashstorm. Now, he was around this corner, but he's hightailed it out of there quickly. And he's now making a dash towards the cap area. There's only 2 minutes 53 seconds left on the clock. There he is in the distance. He's locked on. Oh, he auto aim. Going for it again. Letting it dial in. Going to manual aim. Oh, ricocheted off him. And couldn't get that last shot in before he went behind the rocks. Now he's reloading. He's going to try and use that round. And he takes him out with one. Batchat made the mistake of thinking that Captain Ashstorm didn't have a round spare and came back to try and fire off his magazine, and of course Captain Ashstorm shut him down very, very quickly indeed. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. It's a 3rd class tanker for Captain Ashstorm in the Progetto M40 Mod 65. He also picked up a sharpshooter for getting 10 or more consecutive shots on the enemy, a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills, he got 5, a fire for effect for doing more damage than the hit points to his own vehicle, and a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 5 exactly, but best of all, he picked up a high caliber. He did the most damage in the battle overall, and a win rate of 4,086 super income level. So let's have a look at the team scores. Well, he managed to get the highest amount of damage, 4,574 hit points. Next highest scorer was the T95 that he killed. He did 3,730. And the next highest scorer after that was the GWE100 on his own team, who did 2,741 hit points. When it came to kills, obviously Captain Ashstorm got top. He got 5. Then the T95 managed to get 4. And then there's a whole bunch of tanks who got 3 kills on his own team but didn't survive the game. And when it came to base XP, of course, Captain Ashstorm came top with 907. So he got a clean sweep at the top of the table. And the next highest scorer was the T10 with 835 and the T54 with 829. Let's have a look at detail report. Well, he fired 22 rounds during that battle. He got 18 direct hits, 15 penetrations. Missed a few shots at the end there where he was trying to get that Batchat on the run. But obviously the Batchat, as I said, made a big mistake counting the number of shells that the Progetto had fired. And of course, when he came back to shoot some backwards at Captain Ashstorm, made a huge error that Captain Ashstorm was not loaded. He did have 1 shell remaining and he was able to be killed. He did damage of 4,574 hit points, of which 300 were at more than 300 meters. In fact, that's the shot on the Batchat that he managed to get that last kill. 6 tanks damaged, 5 destroyed, 381 hit points of damage resistance. And on a premium count, he earned 53,001 credits, got 9,647 for completing the mission and events, and he also got compensation from a teammate of 6,789 hit points. Now, I think this might have been a stray shot that actually hit him rather than hitting the enemy, so he lost a huge amount of damage there. Total came to 69,437 credits, but after repair, ammunition, resupply and consumables, and he did use premium consumables throughout, he actually ended up with a deficit of 15,509 credits overall. Ammunition wise, he was using standard ammo, because obviously the Progetto means that you either fire all of one type of ammunition or you have to go for a clean reload with a different type of ammunition, and of course he didn't do that throughout the battle. He received 2 bonds for getting the High Calibre. He also picked up 1,360 XP, 204 for completing the mission, took away 1,564 experience points. So he says, finally learned how to play this Forsaken map, lol. Well, actually you have played this game before, and we have seen an ace gameplay. I think you seem to remember one of the other tanks. I think it was a Super Conqueror that you played on Empire's border, and you played it very effectively by blocking any chance of the enemy getting through that gate to enter the camp. So I've seen you play this game before on this map, but this was a very effective demonstration of how to do it with a medium tank instead of a heavy tank last time, and you certainly did it very, very well indeed. It's certainly an interesting position to take, a high up on that valley, a bit precarious in terms of you know, just hanging onto the edge and poking your nose around the corner and shooting at them. But I suppose it's the best thing you can do if you're in a medium tank and you're firing at heavy tanks all the time. You want to seek the protection of rocks, the available rocks, and the best ones are up the sides of the valley. So if you enjoyed that replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.